So, KanTalks. My speech is called Time Travel and the End of Mr. Y. My book is The End of Mr. Y by Scarlett Thomas. That's Scarlett Thomas reading it. It was published in 2006. And the whole plot of the book is a PhD student in London named Ariel discovers a copy of a book that's said to be cursed, and if anyone who's ever read it has either disappeared or died. So she finds the copy of the book and she decides she wants to read it anyway. So she reads it and she starts to mirror in the footsteps of the book's main character, whose name is Mr. Y. And through mirroring his actions, she steps into the trophosphere, which is an alternate dimension where she can travel through time and space using human thought. So the book isn't really emotionally stimulating, it's more intellectually stimulating and based. So I decided to focus my KanTalk on the intellectual aspect. So the major plot point of the book is time travel. So I decided to research time travel and its credibility. So there's a rocket ship, and time travel is impossible mostly. It's traveling forwards in time that's actually easier than traveling back to the present. So there's something called the twins paradox, and that's illustrated right there. If you were to leave Earth and you had a twin on Earth, and you left in a spaceship and you went around Earth for like 3 or 4 years, then came back, then a significant amount of time would have passed on Earth. Like, you could have been in a spaceship for 3 or 4 years, but 20 years could have passed on Earth. And by the time you came back, your twin would be much older than you were, and you would still be young, and that's kind of a version of time travel. So a lot of these theories, like the twin paradox and traveling at light speed and stuff, are mentioned in the book. So it stays like pretty close to reality and what would be like realistic time travel, but then it deviates from that when they travel back to the present, because that's virtually impossible. So Einstein claimed that nothing can go faster than the speed of light, and that's kind of like the like traffic law of the universe, that nothing can go faster, and if something could, then that would open the possibility for time travel. So there were a lot of tests done, and if a single photon could travel faster than the speed of light, then that would open up the door for the possibility of time travel. So they measured the speeds about 10 years ago and discovered that it would not be faster than the speed of light. So time travel is impossible because you could never get back to the present. So this is important because it's important to stay informed, especially when you read. So the book had a lot of complicated topics, and when you're reading something, you should be able to understand those topics, because not only does it make you a better reader, but it makes you a more informed and intelligent person.